Okay, this is Bonsai Anonymous on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I started this video before, and I don't think it actually continued to record, which is okay, because I haven't really done anything yet. But before I do anything, I wanted to show you how this works. My new invention, and it's hooked way down on the ground to a gallon of grape Kool-Aid, sugar-free. And all I have to do is go and it takes a little more suction than it did when it was a little shorter. Okay, so I'm going to show you a problem that I have. Can you see? This is an old pot. It's not a pot really. It's like a lean cuisine tray, which I have some. It's shallow. Some of my plants are shallow. These are going to be shallow. But if you look here, one of the problems that I have is that these things, they get all gummed up with dirt, and so the end result of all that is that it is so no water can get through it. Hey, look at that. Okay? And doing this is a faint hope. It's not going to stop it from sealing up when it gets time to. It'll seal itself up. All right, let's take that one out and do the same. How can we stop that from happening? I don't know that we can. I don't know that we can. If it was a round pot that had some place for these things to go, I might put some of these in, and they're expensive. I can't even remember what they are. They're Korean balls or some sort of weird thing. Okay, so now we've got it theoretically so it will drain. And I don't think it will, but theoretically it will. Okay, so now we're going to take some of these old, that's not a great choice for the bottom, I'm sorry to say. That was not well thought out. It's going to jam those up right away. So let's get rid of that. Start over, and you can see it already did it, already jammed them up. So that is seedling stuff here, not happening. But it's not all seedling stuff. These are, what are they? Cilantro, huh? That's kind of what it looks like. What's that look like? Surprise, yeah. It was a surprise because nothing came up. Calamato is what it is, and that, who knows what that is. So anyway, I keep planting seeds and hoping that something will come up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, they almost all just came out. That's good. Okay. I don't know if that's going to work again. Probably will. No, I don't know. Probably will. No reason to throw it out. But we got some dirt here. Now, this is all used dirt, of course, as you can see. Came out of these pots that didn't come up. Now, I'm not patient, and I think that's definitely not a great thing if you like this hobby. I'm just not patient. And, these it says Clamato on them. I don't know what Clamato is, but nothing came up. It remained extremely calm. In fact, no activity whatsoever. And now that would have been, this would have all been better done over my tray here, this tray. So it's, as my dear old dad used to say, better too late than never. Now that I've made the mess with all this. Okay, so let's not drop anything more. I think we don't need the cut paste anymore today, but we're going to get that cleaned off a little. Put it up by it. All right. I can put it over there. All out, all gone. All right, so that's our dirt. That's all the dirt we have for that. Okay, so we're going to break it up a little. Now here's one thing I know was planted, and we'll plant it again. I don't think it's going to make it, but we don't know. Okay, here's this. This stuff is, depending on where you live, is a weed or something you like. Okay, and the thing about it is it's pretty forgiving. Now, in other words, I think there's a good chance that will grow. And we're going to put these in too. Not that, and not that. These little succulents I like. And are there any others? Is that one? Yeah. How about you? Okay, so you're all succulents. We're going to put you in there. This is a spot for something I showed in an earlier video today. This is a spot for this. And it works a little better if the dirt is not dry. The drier it is, the more it just tends to fall right back into where it was. Okay, so we're going to say he's in. He's not in. Okay, so we'll do that. There is probably a way to do this, and I'm going to just find out a way here by putting a rock in there. Let's make it one of these, because I'll put it right there like that. No, I'm not. Put it like. You really don't want to go where I want you to go, do you? You're going to end up. See, I talk to my uncooperative plants, and sooner or later, they usually do go where I want them to go. Sooner or later, some sort of fashion. Some dirt there. Now, I was going to tell you something else about these artillery plants, and that is that for some reason they don't like it indoors, and that I can understand that. Here I am outdoors, and I like it outdoors better. Okay, so we got that little forest over there, and in the corner, I'm going to put this palm tree, and we're going to put him like that. We'll leave the seed on the top. I think it was on the top before. Okay, a few more to go here. And we can see that we're having trouble with this, so let's just take a little different tack on this. Give it to the turtles. Okay, you too. Oh wait, no. You can go in because you're on one of these. That's called volunteering. At least that's the word I just made up for it. Okay. Could go farther over that way. And we have two more maybe. Yeah, I haven't kept track of how many I'll put in here. There's one of these, that's good. We got 3 of these, 4 of these, oops, oh well. I'm gonna put him here. So we had some dirt. Get it out. Sometimes when you take these dirt out of these old plant pots, you find what it was that was supposed to be growing in it. And no, uncommon. And sometimes it's something that you should have left because it still hasn't. Okay, so we're going to put a rock in there too. Hold you up. Maybe we can get you too, like that. Okay, I think I need you two to be like this. Yeah, that's better. Okay, you like that. Put a little more dirt on top of that. Some there. Got one more little one here. I'll put him next to that tree, or next to that rock. Some more dirt there. Not to get that big piece. So this dirt, which may have been used 3 times or so far, is kind of like the history of my bonsai trip, because you could look at it and find all the disasters, because none of them are alive anymore. Okay, so. That's all planted. Now, look at all these. These are all the failed seeds. They all got marks on them, what they were. And as my wife tells me, a lot of these plants are not meant to grow here. They don't grow here. We're going to go in something. And you're just going to go back to where you were, right in here. Maybe there's a lot. Ooh, that's nice and heavy. That's good. Okay, let's try this. Get rid of that. All right. All right, that's some. We're going to plant this acorn. I don't know if he'd float or not. I don't know if he would float or not. And why is that important? Anybody know? I think what people usually say is if you have a seed that you, like a tree seed, like a, get out of there. Like an acorn or something like that. I think Eloise is in or out. That's our cat. She likes to, she's not really an outdoor cat, but she likes to go out. Does that make any sense? And so she will show up outdoors. Sometimes we didn't use that one this time. But we will. This is an important one. One of my friends gave me a nice bonsai in here. And it outgrew the plant pot. It's going over by the other plants. But this, let's find our acorn. There it is. Put some more dirt in. Like this. So just put the rest of it in. And right there. Okay. Now our acorn here goes in. And we take one of these. We're going to make it, we're going to pretend like it's a big boy. Okay, this is acorn. I think that Eloise wants to come in. That's what I think. So let's pause this for a second and go let Eloise in. Bonsai Anonymous out.